Have you ever wanted a sword that was so broken, yet so balanced at the same time? Have you ever wanted a sword that will go with anything in human existence? Have you ever wanted a sword that you could just use on its own and it would do just fine? Have you ever wanted a sword to absolutely make your enemy rage quit the game in every single circumstance, even using bomb? Well, with this new Halloween update, you got that. Raikami Ketsu's In-Depth Dive. Episode 9, Bone Scythe, the God of Versatility. Hello, I'm Raikami Ketsu, and as you saw from the intro, today we will be previewing Bone Scythe. Bone Scythe is the brand new limited sword that came after Halloween, which in regular King Legacy fashion, you would know, is not Halloween. So, this sword is extremely good. And what I have on it at the moment is Blazestone, because first of all, it looks fucking cool as hell. And second of all, it does burn damage, which adds on to the damage. And I think sometimes it interrupts skills, but I don't know. Anyways, this is the only sword with custom dashes and idle animations. There's also a sword from, I think it was Dark Souls, that's also called Bone Scythe. So I don't know if it's the same name. By the way, the sword name isn't the best, but the name of the skills sound dope as hell. Bone Scythe is pretty on the nose, because as you can see, it's a scythe made out of bones. So yeah, but if you're here for damage showcases, don't come here. King Legacy has kind of made the game very, difficult to, have a consistent damage on swords. Also, I have it max upgraded with a stone on it. So I would say this is just a showcase of the skills. I want to say the regular skill damage with, no, buffs or anything would probably be, 17,000 on the first skill and 10,000 on the second skill. Don't quote me on that. But this is a showcase of the skills. First one, Reaper's Tempest. Now, as I said, my stuff is going to do way more damage than it normally should. As you can see, 20,371, but it does 50 hits. 50 hits throughout all of that, which is fucking ridiculous, by the way. It just completely decimates their dodges, and, around, 48. But tomato. It completely decimates their dodges, and it does this to a wide range of enemies. So this sword, along with the God of Versatility, I also dub it the Dragon Killer, because all you have to do is just, teleport up to the dragon, and then use this sword, and then it basically just gets rid of all their dodges, and it grabs the dragon to spin them around. Another cool thing about the skill is it brings the enemy in front of you, which in PvP is good, but in PvE is horrible. So don't use this sword in raids unless you're extremely confident in your ability to, dodge immediately afterwards, because if you're using it against a big group of enemies, it'll bring them all in front of you, and you're just gonna die. There's no way around that. Now, on to the second skill, Skeletal Beam. If you've fought someone using the sword, this skill is just the bane of your existence, because not only does it grab you from afar, and you can basically just pull them in, like how Doe's Barrage is, it also dishes out a decent amount of damage, which, is expected of a sword. But not only that, here's the real kicker. It disables their dodges. So, if you're wondering why you have no dodges after this skill, okay, it does. The skill does hit a shit ton, but that's not what that is. It just straight up just takes away your dodges. Kind of like how Flame is. I'm not sure if they kept it like this. Kind of like Flame, Quiver the World, Rumble, a lot of the end skills in Awakenings and Fruits, they will take your dodges away. with Doe's Buzz Cut, if you activate it while on an enemy, then anyone walking into that will immediately grabbed by that. Also, there's going to be a C event in my server in a little bit, so I could showcase it on that. But, yeah. But you don't care about this sword for, like, what it does for you in PvP. You care about it for the amount of combo potential it has. I have used this sword with a lot of fruits because when I play with my friend, I kind of fuck around and just PvP for fun. Which, by the way, if you want to get better at PvPing, definitely, like, find someone to PvP with that's, like, at the same skill level as you, because not only will you get better, they will also get better. And also, you can just fuck around, try new combos, find out something you really like. Like, that's how I found out with Sweet Lozenge in Love. By the way, Sweet Lozenge, heavily underrated sword. But Bone Scythe quite literally goes with anything. Like, because Skeletal Beam just immediately puts them in the perfect position for any mid-ranged fruit, and Reaper's Tempest puts them in any position for a close-ranged fruit. So, let's say you're using Gate. You can use a skill that teleports you on top of them, and then use Reaper's Tempest right afterwards. That's a combo right there in its own. Or, you can use Skeletal Beam, like I just did, and as you see, it puts them at the perfect range for Ice Shard and Bothinus. Well, kinda Ice Shard. And most fruits have the same range. Well, most mid-ranged fruits are mid-range. There really is no difference. So, once you use this sword, once you have the sword built and stuff, which I don't know why I'm saying it like it's a character in Honkai Star Wars Endless, but once you have the sword, like, maxed out and everything, it becomes fucking god tier. I wouldn't recommend putting Blaze-Stone on it. I kind of just put Blaze-Stone on it for looks. I would say definitely put, like, either, if you want to use, well, most people will use it for PvP, so I would say put a Stunning Stone on it, so Spark would be good, or Glacier. The new Light Stone, I think it's called, would also be good because it blinds them and it does so many hits. So it's, like, guaranteed to proc. In terms of damage, don't put, Acid on here because it does a lot of hits and Acid is based off of the percentage of the hits. So try to avoid that. Tempest would be good. Charmstone is good on anything. Charmstone is the Bone Scythe of stones, because it reduces the enemy's defense. So honestly, if you just want a general stone to, like, slap on, like, a sword that you kinda use, do Charmstone, because not only is it easy to get, it's also really good, and you can use it for anything. But Charmstone would be good on here. Don't use any of the healing swords. I mean, you can use Bloodthirsty. I wouldn't recommend it. Don't use Galestone or Lifestone. Those should only go on healing swords for obvious reasons. I put Lifestone on Avalon and it works wonders. But don't try to stick to, like, the main damage swords unless, like, you want to, like, do like a stun loadout. Other than that, yeah. Like I said, Bone Scythe can be used with quite literally anything, and it's still good. There's no way around its versatility. Like, it's a lot of things in this update are, like, really good. Like, the new dragon is extremely good for PvP, especially with Acro Spear for some reason. And control is unspeakably good. But, that's kind of crazy. But anyways, Bone Scythe is absolutely crazy. Definitely try and pick it up. The ways you can get it are... let me just make sure they haven't found it yet. The ways you can get it are from Hexley. I forget his name. What you need is, off the top of my head, around 900 bones, 1,500 candy, 10 Seeking Fins, and 2 Hydra Tails. So, honestly, I kind of already have the materials for it, so that's how I got it so fast, and that's how I maxed it out so fast, because it's honestly not that hard to grind for. But other than that, while you're, it's either you choose 2nd C and grind the mats to get it, or you choose 3rd C and grind for the sword itself. either way works. You can spawn jack-o'-lantern in both Cs, so you can get like pumpkin smasher while you're grinding for it too. But if I'm correct, Hexley is like somewhere over here. Hexley is also at the one island in First Sea. But here you can see how much it costs. Like I said, not a lot. I already had a bunch of the candy from the last update, so it's a pretty good sword. Like I said, it's definitely a pickup. Like, you must get this sword before it goes away. Those who aren't in Third Sea yet, don't rush yourself to try and get it. You can still get it in Second Sea. It's not like you have basically because you can words are dying, because you can get all the materials in Second Sea. So it's a Second Sea sword, but the boss is in Third Sea. Honestly, I would recommend trying to get it from the boss first, and if you know a new update's coming out, and I would say then craft it for sure. But I wouldn't want you wasting your Seeking Fins or Hydra Tails. Candy honestly doesn't matter, especially if you have all the accessories already, because that's all you need it for. You just need the candy to upgrade limited stuff. Other than that, it's pretty useless. But it's funny because this is the exact sword I want. Anyways, I'm gonna stop yapping and tell you some combos. Like I said, this shit goes on everything. It's like fucking Frank's hot sauce. I put that shit on everything. And cause one combo that I was getting absolutely decimated in was Rumble and Bone Scythe. You can probably use this with any thing that has a ball that explodes, but Rumble specifically because the ball stays there for a little bit. What you would do, I'm just going to demonstrate it with this. What you would do is you would use it and then immediately proc Skeletal Beam afterwards, and if they're running away, push them into it. It probably only works with Rumble because that ball stays there for a little while. But other than that, Love is really good, because especially with you can use Ravaging Bondness into Reaper's Tempest, and then Reaper's Tempest into Cupid's Cyclone, and then Cupid's Cyclone into Skeletal Beam, and then you can pull them back down and put them back into Ravaging Bondness, and by then Reaper's Tempest would already be done. But by then, they'd already be dead. So, honestly, it's good with anything. Obviously, it's not the best. It's like my favorite character in Honkai Star Rail, Jiaocho, who I made a video about. He can be used in any team, but he's only going to be the best for one team, and that would be the Acheron team. And there's always a better character to fill in that team slot. If you're using it with Love, Saber V2 is better than Bone Scythe in that regards. In terms of skills, you can use Saber V2 is better. But also Nightblade is pretty good too. But I would say Bone Scythe is a little bit above Nightblade. And when it comes to Gate, I actually haven't used Gate in a while, so I wouldn't know. But I would assume I actually don't know on that one. But like I said, Bone Scythe, really solid sword. You can use it with, like I said, over and over and over, anything. You can even use it with fighting styles too, because you can do this right into this, which is almost kind of a crazy thing. So if you're a fighting style main, don't worry. And another thing that I also had fun with while messing around with this sword was Light in Bone Scythe. You're probably wondering, what the hell? Who even uses Light anymore? You're just a psycho. Light is actually really good, and I recommend using it, especially if you're a sword main. Because what you can do is you can fly around, go right up to them, use Reaper's Tempest, and basically just kind of start a combo. It's not really that good of a combo, but it's fun. One thing about Bone Scythe, though. I said at the beginning of the video that it's incredibly broken, but also balanced. What I mean by that is, if you use Reaper's Tempest or Skeletal Beam and it doesn't hit anyone, you can get punished hard. Like, it's insane. Because if you see, I can't move at all, and the skill is so long, and it doesn't work beneath or above, it's just sideways. Well, it kind of does work beneath and above, but it's not that well. Same thing with Skeletal Beam. Like, if they can't, like, catch up to you fast enough, you can easily slide in a combo. So, it's not extremely broken. Well, no, it is extremely broken, but it's also really counterable if you learn, like, the way that person fights and stuff. So if you're fighting someone using Bone Scythe, just don't worry. All you have to do is just constantly move and, like, kind of stay away from them. But then again, like I said, depending on what thing they're using, that's kind of impossible. Actually, I didn't say that. But I digress. Bone Scythe is a really balanced sword, probably one of the most balanced swords that King Legacy has released in a while. Kind of close to Blood Moon Twins. Blood Moon Twins is actually kind of balanced. But yeah, Bone Scythe is just a really good overall sword. In my opinion, it might actually be one of the best swords in the game. Because, you know, it's not that hard to use. It's really easy to learn. I mean, look at the skills. So, and you can use it with about anything, so that means it's never going to die down in the meta, which, honestly, is that even a thing in this game? That's a lie. It is. Right now, it's Control and Dragon, mayhaps, and Love, kind of, but Love is kind of, like, in the background. But, yeah, Bone Scythe, really solid sword. I don't know why you'd be listening to me yap about this for 20 minutes. Holy shit, that's a while. Wow. I should probably condense parts of this. But, anyways, yeah, I told you how to get it. Also, I'm pretty sure it's a 1% drop chance. So yeah. This was Riker Miyuketsu, and I hope you like and subscribe, because I will be trying to make more videos. I want to make a video about my ideas that I had for King Legacy, Control and Kyoru, and which I don't know if I'm gonna finish that video, because I already have it in the works, and some other stuff probably. I will see you later. Yeah, bye, and have fun getting Bone Scythe, and I hope you have really good luck.